Welcome to the Sports Hangover. I'm Michael Benatronic, joined alongside J-Dog.
Mike, it is good to see you. It is summer. The temperatures are hot. I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts right now. Aren't you pumped for summer? Come on.
Whoa, it's hot over there right now?
First of all, I've been all these baseball games lately, but yesterday I went to the Mets-Yankees game. It was 88 degrees. I was sweating my ass off in New York City in May, and it was a lovely feeling. I haven't sweat like that in 9 months, honestly.
How was the game? How was the vibe out there?
The vibe was great. The Yankees blew the game in the 9th inning, and then they lost it in the 10th when two of their fielders collided going for a ground ball, and no one made the play. So it was very perfect for me rooting against the Yankees and the Mets. The Mets have a nice stadium. It's modern, Mike. It's in Queens. I don't know if you want to go when you come to visit New York this summer. You want to go to a baseball game?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see.
But the Mets have a nicer stadium. The Yankees are the better team. The Mets have a payroll that is so high, and they're sucking to start the year. And just like a few weeks ago, I told you the story of how I'm a Braves fan. The Phillies are struggling. The Phillies fans were booing their own team in Philadelphia. Sure enough, I go to a New York Mets game yesterday, and the Mets fans are booing their own team when one of the players dropped a pop-up late in the game, and then they came back and won. So I'm seeing a lot of booing of the home crowds. What's going on out
Well,
there?
listen, I think the East Coast likes their sports teams much more than West Coast. Because on West Coast, we have more things to do. When you're locked inside in the winter and the Yankees are on and they're playing out here in California, you're like, oh, wow, like, look at them. We don't care. We have so much to do, right? There's never any, I feel like the fans here are all transplants. No one is really from here. And if you are, do you even care about sports? My wife doesn't care about sports. She doesn't even know anything about sports.
The outlier in LA are the Dodgers fans that commute in from the east side of LA, like the deep east, like the big time Dodger fans. They fill the outfield in Dodger Stadium. Those are the diehards. You don't want to mess with them, Mike. Those are the real like New York City type fans. Elsewhere on the West Coast, it doesn't exist. So the Mets-Yankees game was great. Last week, I went to Boston. You gave me the week off of the podcast. I went to Boston, went to Fenway Park, went to the oldest stadium in pro sports in America. It's over 120 years old. That was awesome.
How's it hold up?
It holds up so well. It's like all of the, Dodger Stadium is old and there's a lot of issues with it being old. All of the old issues in Boston are charming because it's done in such a way where it's like, oh, this was built in 1912. Like, no problem, guys. But Dodger Stadium was built in 1956. So it was like, there's some problem here because, like, you think it can hold up 80 years later and it doesn't. But, like, Fenway, it clearly doesn't hold up and you're there for the charm of it not holding up. Like, there's obstructed views. There's pillars blocking some people's sight lines, and that's just normal there.
You know what's weird? I've been like, we're not thinking about moving, but we've been kind of looking lately, and we've been seeing a lot of homes that are built in that like 60s, 70 time era, and I feel like the designs are really bad. And I don't know what happened during that period of time when people were designing spaces, but they're just not good. And then you go back to like 1912 homes. Remember that old big house I used to live in? 1917 it was built. And it was great. It was big, had a lot of room, but I feel
like there were turns, like you could walk around, so much space, and it was interesting layout. Nowadays, in the 1950s layouts, there's concrete, and it's like they think that can just hold up, and it really doesn't.
Yeah, it almost was like they got into manufacturing. They're just like, let's see what we can build as fast as possible or something. I don't know what it is, but it is weird, different timelines of different stadiums. But yeah, Dodger Stadium, I feel like it's always the bathrooms, too. The bathrooms are always the biggest issue at every stadium, which I know.
Mike, such a great bathroom experience at Fenway Park. So built in 1912, they prioritize the men's bathrooms over the women's bathroom. So at the top of our section was a men's bathroom. The women's bathroom was so far away, but it was like built into our section, Mike. I'm not kidding you. I'm standing at the sink pretending to wash my hands because no one really washes their hands at a sporting event. I'm looking to my right. I'm watching the game out the door. The game is right there with my eyes, not a TV screen, the game. And you're standing in the bathroom. It's like you only get that at a charming 100-year-old stadium. So shout out to Fenway. In the city of Boston, Mike, we were at a bar until 7 o'clock in left field, like outside the stadium, drinking, eating, all the stuff. We're like, oh, we're going to be late. The game's at 7:10. We walk right in. There's no concourse. There's no parking lots. You just walk into the building and you're in our seats 3 minutes from the bar. So it's so nice and different compared to Dodger Stadium. You're in that loop of concrete for 30, 40 minutes just trying to get inside the stadium and then leaving the same way. In Boston, you walk in and out like it's a hotel. It's amazing.
You're in the ravine. You can't get out. You're
Can't
just
get out.
in it. It's the worst parking ever at Dodger Stadium. But yeah, some stadiums, like I think Seattle has a great stadium set up. You got the football and the.
It's a good modern one.
Yeah. It's great.
They're all
You just
right
walk
there,
across the
right
street. Yeah.
downtown. In the city is nice, and that's another thing. Like the Atlanta Braves now play 30 miles from downtown Atlanta. Like they
Oof.
play where the season ticket holders live. They don't play where people coming into a game and flying into Atlanta want to go. And so like in these cities like Boston, Chicago, New York, it's right in the city, which is so nice. And I would say Wrigley and Fenway, amazing old stadiums. Dodger Stadium, we might need to knock it down and do some real work there.
Wow. Okay. Well, we'll let them know. We'll
Yeah.
send a little note out there at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk football? What do you want to talk right now? It's the summer. Summer is officially here. I feel like summer bodies are coming along. Look at you. J-Dog's got some new like sunglasses on, new haircut for the summer.
Yeah.
We're all slimming down for the summer. We're ready.
We're going to take our shirts off, Mike. We're taking our shirts off on the pod this summer.
Maybe when we do like a rooftop podcast in New York City, we'll do a shirts off podcast.
No one needs to see the sun bouncing off our white torsos at this point. We think we look good for our age. The Canadian listener doesn't necessarily agree. I think he cleaned that up since you last shared.
He cleaned it up. He cleaned it up a little. But at lunch, if you saw a mutual friend's face, he would think we're absolutely crazy for even bringing that up.
A mutual friend. That is a face that is a little older than I maybe.
No, but he thought us. He thought when I was saying,
I know, but I'm thinking about mutual friend as you say. Like, yeah, he's not in that conversation, but he doesn't listen to the pod, so it's okay.
No, it's great.
Mutual friend. We might as well get to some Steelers talk. Aaron Rodgers officially back. He signed a 1-year deal worth up to $25 million. First thoughts, Mike. Way too much money for a mediocre quarterback in his 40s because Malik Willis on the Dolphins is making $26 million this year. I'm excited about it. Aaron Rodgers for the same price, not exciting.
Listen, they didn't have many options. So it's almost like they're going to spend money anyways. They might as well just see what he's got. He's got to have something left, right? He can do something.
Wait, and Mike, you wanted him to retire. You said it on the show. You said
I know, but does he himself believe that he can actually do what Tom Brady did and take a team to the Super Bowl? Are the Steelers talented enough all around to actually? No, I'm being honest. Like, is that what he's thinking about? Because you have to think about that if you're going back. You're not just going back for like, I'm just going to go back for $100 million. You've been in the league for God knows how long. When Jeremy had hairline, that's when you were in the league, right?
Full hair. He was here. Yeah. And I was a big Aaron Rodgers fan. That's how much of a heel turn the guy's made. I was always the Aaron Rodgers guy supporting him. He only won the one Super Bowl. Mike, he can't compete. One, as a good quarterback at this point. Two, the roster around him doesn't look good. It didn't look good last year. They were a broken offense. They were an aging defense. And now what changed? You got rid of one of the best head coaches in the league, Mike Tomlin, for one of the most washed coaches in the league in Mike McCarthy. I know a local LA story. They were at the Polo Bar in Beverly Hills, a Polo Hotel. Apparently Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers had a meeting. Rodgers showed up in a hoodie, but they were having a nice chat a few weeks ago. So this has been known for a little while. Apparently Aaron Rodgers is off-season in Malibu.
Off-season Malibu sounds great. It's very nice. Great. It's great out there. It's been a little cool though. You know, you get the marine layer in May and July and June, kind of. So it's kind of
gray
tough.
May, June gloom. You going through it?
You remember? Yeah, it's a real thing. We've been getting a lot of gloomy days out here. It breaks out during the afternoons out here on the east side, but on the beach it's still a little cloudy.
It melts.
I was gonna say the Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers thing's kind of like Drake and Future squashing their beef. They're back. They're together, and maybe they'll make one last hit.
Wait, do you have an update on that for us?
What, with Drake and Future?
Maybe not all of our sports listeners are following that one.
First of all, Drake dropped 3 albums. He dropped 43 songs on Friday. On May 15th. He dropped 43 songs.
Now, is he using AI to be more productive like the rest of us? Is that what's going on?
Maybe. I mean, I also dropped a whole bunch of songs too, but it's not a big release. But I would say.
Benatronic?
Yeah, Benatronic. Check it out. I got like 7 albums now. But Drake dropped the album and Future was on one of the tracks. So they obviously squashed the beef. It was the big hit with Kendrick Lamar last year. So I feel like this could be Aaron Rodgers, Mike McCarthy, reunion, maybe make a hit. Can they? What would be success look like? Making the playoffs? Or is that just, I guess I'm trying to wonder, like, what is this move? Like, this dude's definitely one hit away from never playing again on the field. I mean, he's been multiple hits and he's broken how many collarbones and his leg?
Several.
Like, many years he's been out for sure. So I feel like
Was
maybe
his
that's the
last
motivation.
throw of last season a pick six? Was it possible that he just is coming back just so he doesn't go out on a pick six? I feel like he had a terrible ending to his season and to his Steelers time. Maybe he wants to come back for all that. We'll have to check our show notes on it. What is it all for? I don't know, because they can't win the championship. They can't compete for a championship. If the goal is to be a wild card team after the Ravens win the division, like, is that what Steeler fans want at this point? Isn't it better, like we talked about, to tank, have a bad season, don't pay the $25 million, start the young quarterback who sucks, and maybe you get an Arch Manning type in the future?
Well, I mean, this all ties in. LeBron is also on his possibly last year. Is he going to retire? Is he going to go play for Golden State, or what's he going to do?
He's been eliminated, but he's not done, right? He's playing one more.
Well, do we know that? Could he just retire? Like, this man's out here playing golf the next
out
day.
Of nowhere?
Do you not think he could just retire? Be like, that's it, I'm done. Like, the man looks a lot happier. I've been watching him on Instagram. He looks so happy to be playing golf and drinking wine at home.
He's not a good golfer. Doesn't it give you confidence? Like, you and LeBron are similar golfers, maybe?
Well, when I see a tall man try the golf, I see a lot of flaws in his swing for sure. Yeah. It's not.
It never looks good.
It never looks good because they're always too big for the. It's like it's a long way down for them. Yeah.
But you can get custom clubs that are like bigger, but they never seem to do that. Like no one tells them that, so they're always like bent over 90 degrees at the waist. Yeah. It's always too much. But he's in Vegas playing golf. LeBron, his ego is way too big to just like say I'm out and disappear without a love fest that might go on for years. Maybe 1 year, maybe multiple. I think I like your Warriors idea. I've been hearing some Knicks chatter. If we can get them to the Knicks, whether they almost win the championship. Why? To have a send-off playing at MSG half your games, and every time the Knicks travel, it'll be like Michael Jordan and the Bulls coming to your city. Tickets will be $1,000 to get in to say goodbye to LeBron. That's a show that the NBA could really get behind, honestly.
What's Bronny's younger son? What's his name? LeBron's not Bronny. What's the
Bronny's son? Bronny's
not
brother?
Bronny's son. What is LeBron's youngest son's name? What's his name?
I don't know.
Because there's Bronny and then there's another one, a little James. There's a little James out there.
I don't know. I don't know.
Why can't I think of his name?
James. He has a little James.
He is a little James.
Everyone has a little James.
But I think he's still in high school or going to finishing up. So I think he probably wants to stay there, right? You're not going to move your kid in the last.
I don't know. It was such a negative experience playing with Bronny and like the backlash. Does he really want to do all this again? Does he want the Sports Hangover criticizing?
Bryce.
Of course.
Bronny got the good name. Bryce got second tier.
Maybe Bryce can like go under the radar a little more. Like no one automatically knows Bryce James is LeBron's son, but like Bronny, it's like you can't hide from that.
Yeah, you can't hide it. Well, I just think we're basically saying we're getting old. Everybody we've grown up with is now possibly going to retire or one injury away from never playing again. And I think it's time for them to think like sometimes you should just go when you're still healthy. Like LeBron, if he exited right now, it wouldn't be a big deal. It'd be quiet. People wouldn't be talking about it. It wouldn't be like the decision part 5 or whatever he has to do and announce his retirement. I think he just should go out whenever. Jeremy, please, anybody that's listening, pause, go on Instagram, go look LeBron's Instagram, and look at how happy this man is. This man is glowing on Instagram. I swear to God, he's so happy.
That's not enough reason to stop playing ball. He's so good at his old age. Like, he's better at his old age than Aaron Rodgers is at his old age. So that's why I'm saying Aaron Rodgers, stop appearing on the NFL. LeBron, don't stop appearing in the NBA. I need more. I think the NBA needs more. We're heading to a nice conference finals here. It's Wemby and the Thunder. It's the Knicks. Outside of that, the NBA needs some guys stepping up, and they're not there. Yeah, Anthony Edwards is not the next Michael Jordan yet. So until he is or someone else is, we need LeBron to kind of carry the ratings and carry the NBA flag. And I think the idea of him having one final year, whether it's in LA, Golden State, New York, and like tell everyone this is it, ticket prices go up, every game's on national TV, it's his last game in every stadium he plays in. That is something that's a storyline all year versus disappearing now to play golf. We can't just watch his Instagram all season.
I mean, it's pretty fun. He's having a great time. Do you want to do I put together power rankings. I know everybody's like the schedule came out for the NFL.
Yeah.
My model's been crunching some data. I want to see if you agree with this because I don't know if I fully agree with the rankings, but I do like them. I just don't know if I 100% agree with them.
Okay, these are new power rankings based on the schedule, based on the draft results, based on free agency. It's like we have a lot of inputs finally now.
A lot of inputs. Do we agree the Broncos are number 10?
Do we? I mean, that's like a blind. It's just like a blind ranking you're asking me.
I'm starting at 10 and I'm going all the way up to 1.
No, they're not good enough to be in the top 10. I know they were in the AFC Championship game last year. Their quarterback is not good enough to be in the top 10. Coming out hot.
Patriots at 9.
Seems a little too low for a team that was in the Super Bowl. Mike Vrabel distraction, sure. I'm going to say they should be higher than that.
Does Vrabel get fired? And also, we did not talk about Vrabel's burner account on Twitter. His name was like Mike
burner?
something. He had a burner account on Twitter.
Oh, well, we've broken down a lot of things. We broke down a Spotify playlist she
Yeah.
made for him, right? And when they were losing with the Titans.
Then after that, there was a burner account, and he was defending everything Mike Vrabel did. And then that account is now deleted, but his name was like Mike Menser or something. It was something Mike, and it was his burner account. That's what they claim, because the account is now gone.
The internet sleuths have fully outed them at this point. There's not much
They're great.
that hasn't been exposed.
Yeah. So all right, no Patriots there. Could need a new coach.
Higher, yeah.
Texans at 8.
Oh, wait a second. Last time we saw CJ Stroud, he was having a complete meltdown against the Patriots. The model's already broken if the Texans are ahead of the Patriots. I don't know. Mike, you have to disagree with that too, right?
Six interceptions?
6 picks.
Yeah.
I mean,
if their offensive line is better, if he kind of settles in and gets his confidence. I feel like sometimes if your confidence gets lost, that's it. And it might take you years to get it back, right? Because that's a hard thing to do. Once you leave a game, you're like, I just threw 6 interceptions. And I remember the year before, he was like shaking Burrow's hand or Lamar's hand, like, I'm the greatest quarterback here in my rookie season. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this might be a little high, but I think it's almost like the potential. We see the potential. We know they have the skills to do it.
No, their defense is great. Their quarterback literally is a turnover machine, and they can't be that high.
What about the Eagles at 7?
I think that's actually about right, because you can't have them top 4 or 5. You don't want them outside the top 10. A.J. Brown's leaving. They brought in a receiver in the draft. They stole him from the Steelers, actually. Yep. The offense is still cooking with Saquon. I think they're right there. That's a good spot.
Okay, number 7. So we're comfortable with Hurts and his emotional.
I mean, not top 4.
Lack of emotions.
Lack of emotions.
Lack of emotions.
The city of Philly is going to come down hard on him. If
I think they do. Maybe that's why he has no emotions. Maybe it was coached into him. Don't show emotion out here.
Weird coaching staff. They're all still there.
Chargers at number 6.
Probably feels about right. Maybe a spot or two too high. I know you're not a Herbert believer.
No.
They do have my boy Mike McDaniel now, and he's going to bring some real class to the run game. Something they haven't done well is run the ball. That's going to change. So I do like the Chargers.
And it's what, year 2 or 3 of Harbaugh there, right?
I think year 3 already, yeah. Remember, so I saw them for their playoff game. Like, they were in my hotel in Manhattan Beach, and so I got the whole pregame rundown. So it wasn't good vibes that day. I'm saying good vibes in the new season for them.
But it's year 3. Do we not think it should take, I don't want to compare it to Seattle. Obviously, they won a Super Bowl, and they got a new head coach, and then the second year they won the Super Bowl. Is Herbert the issue? I think that's what it's all pointing to, because how many times do you have to bring in a new offensive coordinator to fix what he does? Or is it the offensive line?
Maybe they haven't brought in the right offensive coordinator. So if he fails again with McDaniel, we'll say, okay, it's Herbert's fault. Let's give him one more chance this year with the better OC, the QB whisperer. Before Tua lost his mind, McDaniel was the best coach of young quarterbacks. So the idea of McDaniel and Herbert isn't a bad idea.
Sure.
It's just we don't know what this looks like without Tua there. So I'll give the Chargers a chance this year. It's a good spot.
Tua did it to himself. He was out there running.
It wasn't McDaniel's fault.
No. Green Bay Packers at number 5.
It's a good spot. Listen, this is a team I often take to win the Super Bowl. They're gearing up for another run. They brought the head coach LaFleur back after contract negotiations. Yeah. I think Jordan Love is a top 5 QB in the NFL. They just haven't gotten the big win in the playoffs. They keep kind of falling. Did they lose to the Bears in the playoffs last year? That's rough.
Was it the Bears with that? No. They
did.
They
blew
lose
a game
to the Bears?
They were up like 28-7, and they blew it.
Was it that overtime throw that Caleb scrambled and threw it?
Just threw it up. Caleb.
Is
Caleb Williams in your top 6 here?
No, he's not. He's not on the top 10.
Oh, it's Mike's list. I forgot.
It's my list. Baltimore at number 4.
No Harbaugh, but I think Ravens fans are happy about it, including the Ravens fan we met in Key West, who wanted Lamar out. He didn't get that wish, but he did get Harbaugh out at least. I think that's about right. The Ravens look good. I think they might get better without Harbaugh.
All right. I'll just give you the top 3 and we can talk about top 3. Top 3, we have Buffalo, Rams, Seattle at number 1. Returning champs. Nothing really changed minus we lost the running back, but we got a replacement running back. So we'll see how that goes. But top 3, would you put these 3 at the top 3? And you can change your order.
Yeah, the Seahawks were dominant last year late in the season. I think they got hot at the right time and kind of rode it properly. No one was saying like all season, like they're the ones who are going to win the Super Bowl. They're the best team. So like to come out of the gates as number 1, I don't think we have to just do that just because they won the Super Bowl. So I wouldn't put them at number 1. I'd put the Rams and Bills both higher. You know, I'm a Bills homer. We've been through this. I'm a Josh Allen guy. He's going to play one a big game. Why did he throw all those picks in that Broncos game last year? I have no idea. But their defense also let them down in a big way. They fired McDermott. I'd say Rams, Bills in some order at 1, 2.
I just want to tell you, Josh Allen just had a child. Now, when you have a child, men's testosterone drops. Things start to happen in the household. Yeah, you
good
have a
things
baby.
or bad things?
Well, good things, but also bad things. But you don't notice those bad things because you're getting a baby to
silent.
To stay alive, basically.
Wait, I think when you compare your setup to Josh Allen and his famous wife, they might have more resources for putting the baby to sleep.
They might have a little bit more help for sure. But I'm just saying, a new kid. Now listen, I don't want to compare again to Seattle, but remember when Russ started having a kid after kid after kid, and it was slowly his decline on the Seahawks?
Okay, famous wife, quarterback who blew it in the Super Bowl. Okay, I hear you.
Yep.
No, Josh Allen is not like Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's going to TV for some reason. Who wants to hear from him on TV at this point? Yeah, he's going to CBS to replace Matt Ryan.
I kind of get it. He's kind of like the clapper. He's just going to keep it PC.
Machine. Yeah.
Just he'll read the script, he'll clap. They're like, those guys are going to do great out there. He's just
great
the hoorah
7-second analysis. Yeah.
Yeah. You need that guy on screen for sure.
He's gonna fit in the box. Who are your top 3, Mr. Seahawks fan?
I mean, I would keep Seattle at the top because I think they kept mostly everybody. So I feel like that's a good one. Walker. They also got a new running back. I didn't really feel like, obviously I bet on, I can't even remember his name. Why can't I remember anybody's name right? Yeah, Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker the third. I have his jersey. I believed enough he would be MVP. That's also the way they play the game, but I don't think he was like groundbreaking as the greatest running back of all time. I mean, he's been there for years and no one ever wants to draft him in the fantasy drafts. So it's like, he was good. So hopefully somebody else comes in. Maybe they're a little bit better at maybe speedier. Charbonnet's coming back from like a broken ankle. So who knows how he's going to hold up. So we'll see what happens this year. But I would still keep Seattle at number 1, but Rams 1A, 1B kind of situation because Rams were so good last year. And I feel like McVay's dying to get back. Like he's been fighting for this for a while.
Well, dying so much in the fact that they didn't upgrade their team for this season in the first round of the draft and instead took a quarterback. So like, do they want to get back or should we drop the Rams because instead of taking a receiver to join Puka and Devontae Adams, they took a quarterback who likely won't play this year. If he does play this year, that means Matthew Stafford got hurt. So maybe that's a good reason to actually knock the Rams as you talk through it.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens. But that's
a
ranking.
Top 10's really good. The Patriots are too low. They should be top 5 after going to the Super Bowl. Yeah. And but then
you saw how they played. I think I wonder what their schedule is. Let me see Patriots schedule out of the gate. Because I don't think they're going to win too many games.
Week 1, it's at Seahawks. What'd you think of that opening night game to open the season, Super Bowl rematch? It never happens that way.
I know. Super Bowl rematch. That sounds great. Okay, so we have Seahawks the first game, so Patriots lose that one for sure. Like I don't see a
banner raise. You're not winning that.
Steelers Patriots.
Although, do you remember last year? We'll get to that as the season gets closer. You took the Eagles in Survivor Week 1 last year, coming off their Super Bowl win against Dallas at home, and in the first half it was a close game. Dallas was winning in that game until a weather delay changed the whole fortune and allowed you to survive. So the idea that the Seahawks will win easily, let's not go there right away.
I know, and they're in Seattle, so we'll see what the weather's like.
Yeah.
Patriots play Steelers, Jags, Bills, Raiders, Jets.
That's really tough until you get to the Raiders and Jets. So if they're not 0-4 when they reach the Raiders and Jets, they should be okay.
I feel like last year after seeing them in the Super Bowl, there were a lot of flaws, and I think it was mostly either on coaching or QB play. So I don't know how I see them continuing. Like, clearly the Steelers game could be a throw-up, but I don't even know. I wonder what the odds are for that one. But is it like Patriots minus like 2 or 3, like just kind of even almost
Against
in a way.
Who?
Against Steelers against Patriots.
Patriots have a nice line there. I don't think the Steelers are going to be good this year. We talked about that. The Patriots should be okay. The Patriots also opened last season with a loss to Geno Smith and the Raiders, and they went to the Super Bowl. So you never know. Week 1 might not be the best way to judge how the season goes. But
remember last year, I remember hearing somebody saying like the first 4 weeks, no one knows what the fuck's going on your team, so it's like very unpredictable for everybody. So I like to keep that in mind too.
Keep your bets a little small early in September. Wait until October. Wait until Joe Burrow can read the field again. That's when you can start betting. And I think that's the thing in the AFC. The Patriots, a reason to not have them high going into the season is the AFC is reloading around them. Burrow is back. The Ravens have a new head coach. The Broncos are getting better. The Chargers brought in McDaniel. Chiefs are better. I mean,
we have been saying Burrow's back and ready to win something for years. I don't know if it's ever happening. It's been really depressing. I think this is his last year.
Is this the put up or shut up Joe Burrow season? This is the one?
Yeah. I think if they don't go to the Super Bowl this year, he moves to another
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Let's say like AFC champ. They've never been there even. He's never been that far.
I know.
Get there this year or we don't talk about them in the future. How about that?
My model also ran some NBA, NHL stuff. If you want to hear, I've not been watching. I know you've been watching a lot of NBA, so I don't know if you want me to surprise you with who's going to win the championship here, but
yeah. Well, one of my teams, the Pistons, fell off, but I do have the Spurs winning the whole thing, and your model doesn't, right?
No, it has the Thunder over the Knicks.
Knicks in the finals is great. They should beat the Cavs. Spurs Thunder is an epic Western Conference Finals. Starts tonight on NBC and Peacock. Wow. I do think the Spurs and Wemby win it in 7. That's my prediction. And so that's an underdog bet that I do recommend, and I may have placed at DraftKings.
I love that. I love that you're just casually gambling now, sitting on your couch, watching some sports. How much money do you think you spent this year just casually gambling now that it's legal by you?
Well, I think I told you that I put several units in, right? So say I put 4 units in, and I ended the NFL season with 4 units. Almost broke even exactly. In NBA playoffs, I've added another unit. So like I'm up with my DraftKings account total. I got some futures out there that could still fall off. So we'll see.
For Stanley Cup pick, they're still picking the Avs. Avs are unstoppable. The Hurricanes seem to be unstoppable. Hurricanes have like 17 days off or something between games because they've just dominated so much. So it's kind of crazy. Hockey's been great. We almost booked a trip this coming Friday to go to Colorado to see the Avalanche with our friend Josh. He wants to go see it, and it was like his birthday. So we're like, oh, well, go. But we decided just to go to a bar in Hollywood instead, make it a little easier.
I think you can have a great time doing that and save a little money.
Yes, yeah. The tickets weren't bad though. I was thinking for like game 2 of the Western Conference Finals, $200 to get in the stadium didn't seem crazy.
No, I mean I paid $150 to get into a baseball game yesterday.
Whoa.
So that was just a regular season, one of 162.
Oh,
so
wow.
not a bad $200 to spend. NHL. Who are the Avs playing?
The Avs, they're playing the Vegas Knights.
Oh, I like
they're
that.
In Vegas.
2 American teams for once. Jeez, Canada can just take a break.
Yeah, Canada can just step back. There a lot of American teams. I don't know how the Vegas team is so good since they're so new. Like they've only been around for 6 years, I think.
Well, they had an expansion draft. They poached the best talent from all the teams.
I know, but
plus they have a great atmosphere. There's a lot of things going on in that arena, right?
Yeah, that's where I got COVID the first time. So
that's one of the things I was thinking of.
That's it. Do you want to talk UFO files at all before we go? I know,
Mike, I would love to. I have to go to the dentist and get a cavity.
Okay, we'll talk next week.
Unfortunately, that's a real life thing for the people. I'm eating too much candy. Got to cut down on it. But UFOs are a good tease for next week's show. Are you gonna make me work Memorial Day week? You're gonna make me do a show?
Oh, well, actually, I can't. I can't. No one's here. I'm solo parenting all weekend.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, I can't actually. I can't do it on Monday.
I like that. Mike doesn't normally give me holidays off. It sounds like you're working on the holiday weekend.
Maybe if we do it during nap time, we can get a show in.
Don't hold your breath. But we'll come back on your feeds with a UFO update in the next coming days.
All right. See ya. Bye.
See ya.